I mean, what I guess what surprised me was the universality of these processes. That the you know we live in a society which which uh, which has a visible side and has an invisible side. Maybe all societies have that. All societies probably have that. They have an underside. They have you know it's again it's like the underground or the informal economy. And during the Great Depression, or during the Great Recession, or during hard times, or even normally hard times, people just don't roll over and die. They find ways to survive. And most of the world, uh, if you go to a lot of Latin America or Africa or Asia, and into a city, you see an enormous amount of activity. But the people who actually have business licenses and who are conducting that activity in the strictly legal sense is fairly small. You in places like Africa and parts of Asia, Asia, there may be 5% of businesses actually have a business license, and the other people are just kind of just do their do their thing, whatever they're doing, and they and that's where um, cooperatives and collectives and cooperation comes from. That's where that's the source of it. That's the dynamic uh, center of it. It's just people surviving and people getting together with other people, sharing, working out ways to share their survival. So what I learned, and which I am continually learning wherever I look, is that there is it's part of human society, and that we're in a situation now where I mean, of course, our human lifetimes are short, and these processes are much longer than one human lifetime and much bigger. But uh, we're we're at a place where the global economic system is set up to generate an enormous amount of wealth, and that wealth is being channeled to an increasingly smaller elite of people, with combined with this globalization, combined with high technology, combined with climate change, and combined with a population growth, is creating a situation where the vast majority of people in the world are marginalized and are really not necessary. They might, from the point of view of the people who control the economics of the world, the vast majority of the people might as well be dead. They're just in the way. They're just troublemakers, and it's uh, this massive group of people who are really the core of the future of the planet, and it's working. It's finding new cooperative ways as we get deeper into this world crisis. We're going to see more and more of this. We're going to see more and more of people creatively, groups of people creatively finding new ways to develop their economic capabilities outside of, and often very in conflict with the existing economic system, and that has to do with cooperatives and collectives and collectivity, and the the history and the future. When I look around and study, I'm constantly surprised at how much of this is going on, at how much creativity of different forms of and when I look in different parts of the world and uh, different aspects that I haven't looked at in up until now. I see that see more of that happening, and I think that is that there's no alternative to that happening because the world is set up. The world is not set up to create a prosperous second half of the 21st century. It's set up now to create disasters of unthinkable magnitudes, and that it's only through the creativity of millions and millions of people that we can work together in collective and cooperative ways and get beyond this very destructive world economic system we have now and invent a new world, invent the world that hopefully our children and grandchildren and great grandchildren are going to live in. And I'm sure it's going to be a little different than any of us expect, but I think it's a very exciting time, uh, and it's a dangerous time, and it's a depressing time, and it's a scary time. But I, I think uh, the world has enough desire to survive and enough desire to create a world that we want to live in. That has at least a modicum of social equity and social justice, and and enough democracy so that people are not burning down City Hall every couple of weeks. I think the world really wants to recreate itself in ways that are constructive and potentially wonderful. And and I see that happening all the time, and I don't look forward to the disasters that are probably coming up at us, but I do look forward to the constructive and exciting ways in which very ordinary people, large numbers of the working people of the world will find the solutions to create a new world they want to live in.